Hey guys, Libby here, and welcome back to Alpaca Power. Now this one is a little bit different. It is going to be a challenge. If you follow me on Twitter, you see that I do these different types of challenges. Like I did like crayon challenges, marker challenges, blind challenges, upside down challenges. Kind of like what in the Fun to Draw channel, what she does. And some other art channels too that I've seen. This one, I'm going to be doing a 100 alpaca challenge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 100 alpacas. This is all stuff like easy to get stuff. Like this is a foam poster board I got at the dollar store. This is how I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw them. I meant. And this is all I'm going to use. All I'm going to use is my mechanical pencil, my inking pens, my white eraser, and last but not least, my colored pencils. Now this is going to take a couple days to work on, but I am very, very excited for this challenge because I've been wanting to do this, but doing it on a plain piece of paper like this, it's not possible. So I'm going to do it on this poster board, and let's hope for the best.
Okay, here we go. As you notice, I had the TV blocked because for copyright reasons, but I was doing it on the living room floor for a while, and it became not comfortable doing it on the living room floor. And as you can see, my phone's always nearby because, you know, with Twitter and all that, and a lot of times I like to listen to YouTube while I work. One of the reasons why I didn't really like doing it on the floor because, well, like as I said earlier, it's not comfortable, but I'm also in the way of, you know, people walking by and the animals. And I had my camera angled at a different position right here because the battery kept dying, and so I had it close to the charger, closer to the socket right there. And a lot of times, like, my pencils are not organized, so it can be real challenging to look for the colors that I wanted. But I kept the pale flesh, the blush pink, and the magenta out because those are the colors that I used often for the alpacas. As you can see, for the first alpacas that I drew, I based it off of my two mascots, Abigail and Rainbowski, and then I based the other alpacas off of fellow YouTubers. Now I'm at church, using their table. It's a lot more comfortable and convenient than the floor at home. There's Tia! Hi, Tia! And now for these other alpacas that are not based off of fellow YouTubers, what I like to do is I like to blindly pick two colors, one for the bow tie and one for the color of the alpaca. And as you saw earlier, I had coffee. That's because, fun fact is, I have to drink something while I work. Not alcohol, because I'm not a big alcohol drinker, but usually it's coffee or diet pop. As you can see, the alpacas are all different shapes and sizes because I have to fit 100 in them, but if they're all big, it won't be possible. And if they're all small, it won't fit the board. It was really hard to position some, but some alpacas are hiding behind the others. Hey, it counts. But yeah, I really like blindly picking 2 different colors. I keep counting them to see how many I have, but I always lose count. Because there's so many, and there are sometimes that I'm like, wait a minute, did I count that one already? I don't know. Fun fact about myself is I actually think more and like to draw at church more because it feels more convenient. There I am on the floor again. Not comfortable because I'm either on my knees or on my stomach, which I don't enjoy that. There's Llama. Mama lived next behind me. There's the camera positioned differently, so it's just on me. This challenge is harder than I thought. Because one thing, like I said earlier, I need to think about how to position the alpacas, and sometimes it's hard to draw it. And I managed, even if I put an alpaca in an itty bitty place. Next day, still on the floor. If you're wondering what I like to listen to on YouTube while I work, sometimes I listen to fellow YouTubers, but also the YouTubers that I like to listen to most on YouTube while I'm working is Blame It On George. I love to listen to his top 10s. And I also like to listen to, as you heard me talk about earlier, Fun to Draw, Mayu. I like to listen to her while I draw too, and sometimes I listen to TV shows. I'm not going to say the names due to copyright. But yeah, but most of the time I listen to Blame It On George. I'll leave his channel in the description below so you guys can check him out. I like listening to his, he has creepy, top 10s and lost media top 10s. He has all sorts of top 10s. He's enjoyable to listen to. I prefer to listen to talking over music. I don't know. It's just more relaxing for me. I'm just strange like that. Trying to find a comfortable position. I really wish my pencils were more organized by color, but there's nothing I can get that would do that. I know in the comment section you probably will say there is, but I haven't found it yet. But if you know something, just let me know. Because I have hundreds, and I mean hundreds of colored pencils, and I'm not exaggerating. There I am, I just cleaned off the coffee table so I could work on the coffee table. It's still not comfortable, because the coffee table is too low, and I'm still sitting on my knees. So I tried sitting on a box. It's still not comfortable. I found out that I need a taller table and a chair to work better, because that was not comfortable at all. And laying down on my stomach, like either on the bed or on the floor, it's not comfortable. So I went back to church. They let me in on a Tuesday so I can work on this. They're cool people like that. One thing that kind of made me panic a little bit about this is some of my pens were dying, but it made it through. I was drawing more peeking alpacas from the bottom. They still count. And I'm also thinking outside the box and making them a little bit bigger to add up some more space. Some of them I drew their eyes open, and some I drew my eyes closed. I don't know, I was probably lazy to color them in. I can be like that at times. I think most artists could be like that at times. But I drew them in all sorts of different positions too. Like some of them are sitting, some of them are jumping. You know, they're all in different positions. I tried to see if I could draw 5 at a time, if it would make it faster, but no, it actually made it a little slower. It's better to take your time on this, anyway. Because I knew I had, like, I was so close to 100. So close. One thing that ended up being weird is colors that you would say are for boys ended up being what I randomly picked for the girl alpacas, and some that I would normally pick for a girl, I randomly picked for a boy alpaca. How you can tell on this drawing is the girl alpaca has eyelashes and the boy ones don't. Come on, I'm almost done. Drawing some more peeking alpacas and itty bitty alpacas. One thing that was suggested to me is why couldn't I just fill up the whole board with alpacas? Well, one, because I didn't know the positioning, and two, I think it looks fine when they're all clustered in, and then later they look like they're spread out. And I think it's more of a challenge to color the rest of the background black. Makes it look more authentic to me.
All done. It took me about, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It took me 4 days to do this challenge. And I did not record the last of me coloring the background black because that took a lot of time, and also there wasn't a lot of room on my camera. But here it is. I'll have a close-up too. But tell me in the comment section below what you think about this challenge. I'm really happy of how it turned out. I thought it was going to fill up the whole board, but it doesn't. Like, they're all different shapes and sizes. I'm very happy of how it turned out. I know I said that already. But please hop aboard the Alpaca bandwagon and hit that subscribe button, and also hit the bell for notification. But this was Livy, and this was Live to Next on Alpaca Power. I'll see you next time, my friends. See ya!